Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, children of all ages, and welcome to another exciting episode of Certa Pro Painters. Oklahoma City presents your boy Dre Montez, and welcome to another episode of Montez at Midday. How's everybody doing? Raise that roof all around. Raise that roof a little bit up there. Raise that roof a little bit. How's everyone doing on this Talk Tuesday edition of the show? If it is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, the emails, and the questions when you see me in person. We have a page on Facebook as well as YouTube. Hello, YouTube. As well as X at W2B Dre Montez, and Instagram, Who's to Blame the Podcast. And don't forget to check out the website at www.dremontez.com. But how are the good folk doing today? Huh? This weather is spectacular. Spectacular. It makes you, we should have taken the show outside, but they got the paper shredding machine outside and their loud vehicles, I guess, getting some engine work done. So it's kind of loud outside. So I thought we would stay inside today. But if it gets nice again, we may take a field trip. All right. Got high fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug it out a little bit. Oh, I'm telling you. Morning walk. A conversation with yourself to get that mind right, the inside voice, get that mind right. A good breakfast, smoke them if you got them, and a hug. I'm telling you, that right there is the recipe for just what the kids call smiling all day. Smiling all day, huh? How you doing? I'm doing better than good. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Shout out to the fan favorite, one of good friend of the show, Miss Molly. Happy birthday, Molly. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. She's part of that McCarthy, Walsh, Minden clan. Happy birthday to you, Molly. As well, if you're celebrating the anniversary, happy anniversary to you. 30 years ago today, my cousin Darren married Renee, who's now my cousin as well. So happy anniversary to Darren and Renee. There it is right there. I was in the wedding. There it is right there. Yeah, buddy. Happy anniversary to you for sure. My goodness. August took 5 months to get through. We're already at the midpoint of September. How? It was just Labor Day. I was just eating some barbecue. And now we're getting ready for what, kids? Libra season. It's almost here. What season? Libra season. All right, it's almost that time of year. It is almost that time of year. But most importantly, how you doing today? How you doing? You did your self-check-in? You checked on yourself first. As long as you check on yourself first, then worry about the other folk. But check on you first. But if nobody checked on you, Dre wants to know, how you doing? If you're not doing okay, it's all right. It's okay. We're not always going to be 100% every day, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has to take the day the way they want to, because it's who day? It's your day. So you take the day the way you need the day for sure. Go Cards, as the kids always say. Go Cards for sure. Well, we know what last night was. Monday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The theme music gets me going. Like, do you have your own theme music when you at home by yourself, getting ready to watch football on a Saturday or a Sunday? Do you have theme music to start the day, to get you ready to watch college football, to get you ready to watch the NFL on Sunday? Do you have theme music? Because that theme music for Monday Night Football, I like that old school one. Dun, 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 dun. But when then, are you ready for some football? If he wouldn't have got in trouble with them people, we'll still have that song. But that Monday Night Football, and we got a long week to go. Monday is such a tease. It really is. We talk about the NFL during football season, probably to later on today. Then we forget about it. Then we'll pick it up later on tomorrow. And then it's nonstop again. But Monday Night Football, to me, is a tease. It's a tease. But boy, what a tease it was last night. I don't care who you are. We've all have been here before. But last night's game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Football Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly. We've all have been here before. You're watching the game, and it's boring as hell. You lose interest. And it's your team playing. It's your team playing. You fall asleep. When you fell asleep, y'all winning. You wake up, you getting ready to do the day and shit. You still haven't, you getting ready doing the mundane exercises. You turn the TV on as you getting ready, cooking you some breakfast and shit. And they talk about last night, wow, what a game. The Falcons came back and won in the final minute and 38 seconds. You're like, what? Now you don't want to go to work. Because now you're blaming yourself that you went to sleep on your team. You let your team down, Joey. You let your team down. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. But last night's game, it was boring. It was pretty boring game. But then things got interesting. But here's my question with the Philadelphia Eagles. Why did the offense look like it was in walkthroughs? Why did the game look like it was in tutorial mode? Why did it look like that? The first two quarters, it looked like it was a tutorial meeting going on between the offensive line and the defensive line of the Atlanta Falcons. Something was off. The pace, Philly's body language. What did Kelsey do to that team? There was no, we're on TV. It was none of that. I don't know what was wrong with Jalen last night at all. And to me, you can go back and check audio, but Jalen Hurts, to me, sounds like Derek Luke and Antoine Fisher. Last night, that press conference, he sounds just like Derek Luke in the movie Antoine Fisher. If you don't believe me, go to the tape. Go to the tape. Go to the tape. Did you like that? In the words of Chuck, I am your favorite cousins. Wow. Mr. Kirk Cousins did his thing. His third Monday night game in a row. But this time he came out in a row with his 13. It's 13. Did it with Washington, then Minnesota, and now the Falcons. And he has been known to have a reputation, the fourth quarter meltdown in years past. But this Falcons team, we know what they're capable of on defense. But if they can get that offensive rolling, going, and we know that division is wild as all outdoors. That was a fun game to watch. But a minute 38 for one when Saquon, for what? Barkley dropped that ball. A lot of people this morning playing fifth quarter and water cooler talk were questioning the motives of the offensive line, the motives of the offensive coordinator. If you have Saquon for what? Barkley, why pass the ball? Why didn't you run the ball? In the words of my coach, Little League coach, he should have caught the ball. Any receiver in NFL in the Hall of Fame, but should be in the Hall of Fame, will tell you this. If both your hands touch the ball, what should happen? You should catch it. And the look on his face in the locker room interview, he doesn't look well. Somebody check on Saquon for what? Check on him. I can't put all the blame on the offensive coordinator, the offensive line, but something's going on with the pace of the game offensively for Philly. Something's going on. Eagles fan, check in. If you know something I don't know, let a brother know. Atlanta, you got my dude Kyle Pitts, if he can stay healthy. We know what Kirk Cousins can do. He's the best at signing one-year deals in the NFL. Give me my money. He's the best at that. Can't knock a dude for knocking the hustle. Talk to Jay-Z about that. But overall, A minute and 38. That was wild. What other notes did we take out right there? Philly's offense. That was something a little different right there. I did not expect that from what the Baltimore Ravens and Philly are doing offensively to me right now, just the first 2 weeks in. I have questions. Is this we're learning as we go? We're still nibbling at some things. We're getting the kinks out the way. Okay, let me know. We'll give you guys into what? Week 4. So they have 2 weeks to show us that they're doing better with these offensive additions. I know you've lost people up front on the offensive line. It's like a 2006 Honda Accord. But I just want a little bit more clarity when it comes to that. What's going on? We understand you lose pieces in this game, especially on the offensive line. We get it. We understand it, the learning curve. Football's a fast game, so that means that the learning is going to come fast. So first 2 weeks in, I'm not hitting the panic button. I just have questions in the back of the room. Johnny, you have these 2 guys that you added to your teams. I'm talking about Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles with the additions. Why these plays at that moment? I have questions right there. Kirk Cousins in that final drive. Why was the Eagles corner looking in the backfield instead of doing his job? Why was Slay not looking at the receiver on the game-winning touchdown? Why was he looking in the backfield? He was trying to jump something. He was trying to get him a Revis Island type pick 6. Come on, man. Come on. Stefan Georgevich would have known better than that, talking about Tom Cruise in the movie All the Right Moves, than that right there. Ill-advised. I'm letting you lead the film room breakdown just because of that. That's what they ought to do. When we lose a game because of you trying to do something different, you're going to lead the film session for that group for the week. Yeah. How about that? You break down film. Since you want to do that, totally went off the grid on that. Look at the play in slow-mo. Why are you looking in the backfield? So you thought Kirk Cousins was going to run in. I see why this grown man, painted his entire body green. Great seats. Amazing seats. Monday Night Football. This guy's at the height of his life. His wife probably told him, "You look like an idiot, Ted. I don't give a damn. I'm going to the game. It's my team. Fly, Eagles, fly." And this man had to go home, being on national TV with them arms crossed, looking up, questioning what the hell is going on. And I got to realize that my wife is going to say something when I get home. What's going on, DJ? Fastest man I've ever seen in my life. The boy can get in the bed before he turn the light out, and the light in the kitchen, in his bedroom, 90 feet away. He that fast, right there. Overall, it's week 2, but a lot can be learned in the first 2 weeks of what we've seen in the NFL. There are certain teams that got a lot of work to do. There's something going on in Carolina where check on your people. Check on your people. Just make sure they're doing okay. Just because they play professional sports and get paid a lot of money, they have feelings too. Just keep that in mind. Check on your people, though, for sure. This is something else I observed while watching, just not the game last night, but on Saturday and Sunday. And it seems to only be doing either baseball games or football games. I've never seen one during a hockey game, and a couple during the NBA season. But right now, football and baseball, I'm seeing a lot of these. And I'm trying to make sure I don't step on anybody's toes, 10 toes down, get it how you get it. I really have a serious question right here. And I know a lot of people that coach, I know a lot of people that have kids that play sports, whether you're in a impoverished situation in an urban neighborhood. You need some help with the unis or registration. I get all of that. But these commercials I keep seeing that are done by professional teams, and they're talking about, hey, we'll help out in your community. We give uniforms. We give free training classes. I have yet to know anyone that has been involved in any of these programs. But I keep seeing the commercials and the numbers. We've given over $30 million in youth sports. What? I'm always seeing fundraisers help my kid get uniforms. We need money for turn. We need equipment. We need somebody to come cut our field grass. What? You got to apply for these funds on these community teams? I'm asking a question. I mean, let's say, for instance, wink, wink. Let's say we had a basketball team here, and they allocated so many hundreds of thousands of dollars to youth sports in St. Louis. How do you get that money? And who's in charge to make sure that there are actual sports teams getting these allocated dollars that are being donated by these professional teams? The next time you sit down and watch TV and pay attention to the commercials, just peep the commercials. Peep the commercials. There are a few here in this area, in this Missouri, Illinois area that I've seen. I'm like, wait a minute now. Hold up now. Time out. You don't know how much money do youth sports in Missouri and Illinois? Somebody lying. Somebody lying somewhere. There's no way. We've donated over $35 million in youth sports in the state of Missouri. Where? What? I know a lot of people that coach, and I know a fuckload of kids that play sports. And the nightmares and stories they tell me about equipment and fees and this and that. And these parents go in their own pocket. So you got to be coming out of the hood to get this. Is that it? They're only giving money out to bad neighborhoods where nobody has no education. I'm confused on these commercials. And it's a lot of them, especially for baseball and football. Football, they had the audacity to say, we'll cover all your fees and uniforms if it's your first year coaching the team. You know how much money that is? I'm just asking the question. I see these commercials. I'm like, that's pretty cool they're doing this. But then they have the audacity to say how much money that they've given away, not as a whole and unit in the United States. They talk about in this particular town or community. This team is giving away $35 million in youth sports. It ain't that many damn teams. To divide $35 million in youth sports, let's use this town as an example. You're giving $35 million to youth sports in whole. We're just going to do the 4 major sports. The rest of that shit, fend for yourself. We're going to keep it small. Are you trying to tell me these fields and these uniforms and people would still be struggling and striving to get equipment if that money was really out there like that? Somebody lying. It's just like the lotto commercial. You know, let me be quiet because I want us to be able to gamble. What's up, cuz? Thanks for tuning in. By the way, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much. We just got done talking about the Monday Night Football recap. Ooh, say 28-3 one more time. Say it one more time. It was a hell of a game. A little boring in the beginning. Philly's offense, it looked like it was having a walkthrough. Body language told me a lot about Philly last night. They weren't in the game. They weren't in the game at all. All right, folks, moving right along. We talked about pro sports and community money. I don't know how you get it. Somebody has any advice on that? I would love to share that information. If you or know someone that has actually benefited, money donated from the Cardinals to youth sports when that other football team was here and that other football team was here. I'm not talking about the Blues, but the baseball team. Have you benefited with your kid's team or you coaching a team? Have you benefited in the program that Major League Baseball has set up through every baseball team to donate back to the community in you. According to the commercial. To the TV, I didn't get a chance to talk about this. The image on. And as much television as I watch in movies, I want to get back, do my due diligence, and appreciate what I'm watching has been properly rewarded. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a few I never heard of. I saw the movie, but I didn't know it was rebooted into a series. Know that at all. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. But Shogun. I saw Shogun when I was a child, an infant, like when Logan's Run was out with Harrison Ford. That's okay. That Joker got 14 Emmys. I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to check it out. There. Hey, my dude Lip done come a long way from playing Bob Dylan, from being a homeboy on Shameless, to look at him now. Look at him now. Look at him. I like the bear. I like it. I like it. And Gene Smart, they used to play on Designing Women. The role she is portraying, it seems like it's true shit that's going on. That age discrimination that's going on throughout the world. Throughout the world, not just in Hollywood. It's going on throughout the world. Some form of discrimination is going on. And the way it's depicted in this comedy series is awesome. And it won. Kind of shocked everybody. If you haven't seen that, check it out. But the one I think I need to see that everybody was talking about, it was like Fleabag, when Fleabag kind of swept the Emmys. I went straight to the TV, watched the Emmys. Watched Fleabag. A little dark, but it was funny. Now I want to check out Baby Reindeer. I've seen enough weird movies here in the past 2 weeks. Heather Graham's new movie. Oh boy. Long Legs. Oh my God. It ain't for the weak. Oh my goodness. But the Emmys overall, I don't know if I had finished talking about it yesterday or not, so I thought I'd finish it up today. But that's what I got. I enjoyed every minute of the Emmys. Again, Monday Night Football game was a little boring in the beginning. But they woke up, the dude dressed in all green. I feel for you, player. I feel for you. Pro sports money in the community. How do you get it? Not just here, just overall in general, and the Emmys. We're going to take a short break and come back and talk a little Major League Baseball. Got some stuff for you here. Go Cards, by the way. Great win last night, 4-0 over the Pirates, or the Pirates as they're called, the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're going to take a short break here and have a word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub. Remember, don't go to the website. Go to their Facebook page. It's great for your hands, arms, and them foots. Be right back with more of Certa Pro Painters presents Montez at Midday.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
What it do, good people? What it do, good people? And welcome to Talk Tuesday, or as I like to call it, Track Tuesday. Who's going to the track? Who's going to the track? Can I ride with? Can I catch a ride? Can I ride with? I want to go to the track. It's beautiful out today. I want to show my legs off. Who's coming with? All right. This is the part of baseball season where if you're a baseball fan and your team is in it, you're feeling really good. If your team is on that struggle bus right now, that's going to be the craziest next 2 weeks ever. And if you know you've been out of it since June, well, there's other things to do. There are a whole lot of other things to do. But what I like seeing is how the rosters have changed from spring training to opening day to now, considering how those teams are being placed right now. You're seeing younger talent. You're seeing major league debuts. You're seeing former players' kids, whether the team is in contention or not, but they're getting that show love. And I love seeing that about the game of baseball. Hey, the game is evolving. We're not handcuffing these kids and keeping them in the minor leagues for 30 years anymore. Let's rotate a little better. And I have to applaud baseball. They're getting a little bit better at it, but they can do better. They can do better at getting these kids up and getting that Major League Baseball experience in there. If I'm going to be in the game this long, let's go. Let's go. But on the other side, the growth. Major League Baseball growth. And what I mean by that, when you play a team sport, you go through ups and downs or trials and tribulations. You got to get over the humps as a team, as an individual, as a coach. And when you put all that together, you can get to nod your head a little bit. And you can see that with the Cleveland Guardians as a team, one of the teams I picked and selected to go to the World Series. But when the players themselves can see it within them, like I remember the Titans when they didn't want to break in the fight, strong side. Let them handle it. Let them figure it out. So when players can see, early in the year we were struggling with this chemistry or this format of game or approaching this type of a game plan or pitcher. And you see these players get over it as a unit, and you're sitting back as a coach, and it becomes an emotional moment because now you're saying to yourself, right now it's September, they're clicking. And when that chemistry really kicks in, it really hits you at a different point as a coach. And as a player that played a sport, any sport you've ever played at the highest level you played it at, you sit back and you're watching the professionals do it, and you understand what you're seeing, not what you're hearing, but what you're seeing. You become appreciative as a fan. And seeing that growth process, and I'm picking on the Guardians right now because it was one of the teams they talked about on one of my favorite morning shows, MLB The Show on MLB Network. But I think that's a true testament to me in coaching and understanding your craft as an athlete. That early in the season or in spring training, I was doing something totally different. But I went and talked to the videographer. He broke some things down to me, and I honed in on my craft. And it has now changed my game where it's now putting the team in a plus situation and put me in a plus situation. And everybody's realizing that. Man, don't that make you feel good? That's why in the workplace, when I was in sales, the data report, when you know how to read it, it makes you understand the pros and cons of your job and how to really go after the pros of your job, the type of data you would get in the sales world, if you're in the sales or not. But that's that data. It's just like live streaming and podcasting. If you look at the data in your analytics, it lets you know where to go and where not to go. Didn't want to go too far in there, but that's why I'm at with Major League Baseball right now. And across the board, Major League Baseball, there are 9 hitters in Major League Baseball that are batting 300 or better. 9. The year of the pitcher was at 68. There was 6. There was 6 people. There are 9 Major League Baseball batters batting over 300. In 1993, the Blue Jays had 3 on one team. Yeah, buddy. Alomar, Paul Molitor, and my dude who wore the hat on that batting crown as well, my dude John Olerud. That was an exciting team. Don't talk to Mitch Williams about that. Never. Baseball players don't forget. Neither do fans. It's a touchy woo-woo situation when it comes to that for sure. Here's my stat of the night. The Braves and the Dodgers played yesterday. The Dodgers beat the living shit out of the Braves. The Dodgers scored 9 runs on 4 hits. Carried a 2, 1 down right there. Got that right. You do that. The Dodgers scored 9 runs on 4 hits. As the counselor would say, Montez. As I said at the top of the discussion of Major League Baseball, I think right now baseball has really dug into its creative side, its creative bag, not just with the commercials about the upcoming postseason, but pregame entertainment at the games. I mean, that's a lot of responsibility, especially on the teams that are not in contention. You know, you just trying to find your seats, and these people out here trying to entertain you, and you're not up for it because you want to be in the postseason. So if you're going to go to the game, can you give them your undivided attention at the entertainment they're trying to bring you before the game? But we know the team is out of it. It's okay, but they're still trying to put a smile on your face. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Again, take a peep at these Major League Baseball rosters, the players they've called up, not just from spring training standpoint and opening day, but just throughout the season. Look at some of the names that are on these rosters. Some of these names are going to be very familiar to you. You're like, hold on. Is that his son? It's at 53 years old, I'm amazed how many professional athletes across the board their kids are now playing. Their daughters are now playing. Hell, some of them on fourth generation. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's my Major League Baseball discussion right there. We have one more segment we're going to do. I'm going to let you guys get on with your day. I'm going to call it The Smart World. The Smart World. And the reason I want to talk about that is due to this movie I just watched. And I tell you what it is. I'm going to take another short break from Mountain Man Scrub. Smoke them if you got them. Take a sip of some good cold water. Be right back after these very short messages. Be right back.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
All right, we're back, kids. It's Tuesday. You're there, and I'm here, but we're in this together. Are we in this together? All right, give me a head nod. Are you doing okay? Do you need anything? Do you need to get something off your chest? Talk to somebody. Talk to a stranger. Hit Weezer. Hit Weezer. Everybody need that in your life sometimes. We have those days we just don't know what to do, what to say, how to say it, who to say it to. You got to think before you say anything, and that post is supposed to be your friend. I got to think before I talk to my friend. What kind of – no. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. You're an idiot. But we're at that moment, though, guys. We're at that moment where we got to realize something. None of us are going to make it out of this thing alive. We're in this together. Let's hug it out. There it is. Shout out to my sister, nephew DJ, my niece LaShawn and her family. Mom and dad, as always. The whole Dre family clique to the Dre 6. I'm going to try to do that Zoom. I think I still got the package where I can get 100 people, and I bought that package. That's what she said. Get the whole entire family on the Zoom. We all going to talk at one time. All right, if you're just tuning in, you missed the top of the show. We talked about Monday Night Football, of course, what happened. No more 28-3. Did you like that? Did you like that? Great down the field drive by Kirk. You are my favorite cousin with 1:38 left in the game. I'm still tripping off of the Emmys. I will probably start Baby Reindeer sometime today. And I also want to know what's going on with the allocations of professional sports money in the community. How do you get it? How do you get it? Are they making sure it's going to the right people? And in Major League Baseball news, there are nine people in Major League Baseball right now currently betting 300. At least 300, at least 9. Last time there were 3 on one team, the 93 Toronto Blue Jays, Paul Molitor, Alomar, and my dude, John Olerud, my dude for sure. And the Dodgers, my stat of the night, scored 9 runs on 4 hits. Oh, clock. All right, here we go. The smart world. Are you ready? Dum, 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 dum. The smart world. Like, I'm not even here. I'm not physically here. This is AI bot. Now, this is really me. Oh, my goodness. This is the smart world. This is where we're at. We're in the smart world right now. From the time, Megan Fox's new movie, Severance. I don't know what she did to them people when she was making Transformers, but allegedly her attitude, the way they were talking about her, now look at her last 5 movies. Is it just me, or is she playing the same person in her past 5 movies? I'm just saying. But in this movie, it's up there in the smart world. And it goes back to the time we got that home computer. That's where it all started right there. That right there was, we got them. When that home computer came in the house, that right there, that modem, that right there is when they got us. So now we got smartphones, smart TVs, smart houses, smart cars, autonomization across the board from planes, trains, and automobiles, AI. What else we got? Robots, drones, online shopping. You name it. And some on board. Some are completely, hell no, I ain't doing it. I still got a phone book and a rotary dial phone, and I still got 82 Pinto. There are people like that. I get it. And I still got a 2,000-watt microwave in the garage. You better not touch it. Where it takes 8 minutes to make a 2-minute hot pocket. But for the people that have decided to be on board with where we're at right now, are they doing too much? Have we went too far with the technology and allowing everything? We just sit here and everything just does itself. Are we in the Jetsons now? Are we in the Jetsons now? Rosie. I wish I did have a Rosie. She'd be on the windows, the TVs, the floor, the dishes, and cooking, because Rosie had all them arms. She had them octopus arms. But in the smart world, are you utilizing too much of it? Did you ever think you'd use this much of the smart world? Do you want more, or enough is enough? Or you like, I don't want no part of it? Do you still have a flip phone, a rotary phone at home, or a push button? Do you have the actual garage door opener that you have to lift up manually? Or are you in a manual world? You're like, hell no, that's too much. Because with all that, some say, they want to know everything about us in order for us to have all of that. Or are you under that realm? Or you just, hey, I'm to the point, if a robot wants to cook for me, have at it. If I don't feel like driving, this car wants to drive by itself, have at it. Are you like that when it comes to traveling more than 5 hours on a plane or a train, even an automobile? Are you into autonomization? Do you utilize the AI features in your world, in your daily life? Or do you think this is just too much? I think the smart home, I'm talking 100% smart home, the ones they do in the movies, them the smart home ones I'm talking about. Where everything is by voice command. Everything. Is that too much for you? My thing is, just like with that car, when it locks up on people, nobody can get in it. What if, like in the movie with Emilio Estevez, Overdrive, Maximum Overdrive, when they didn't listen to us no more, they just start listening to themselves. What if that happens? What if are we prepared for the robot takeover? They keep saying the zombies. What about the robots? What if your TV talk back to you? You talk to your TV and tell your TV to put it on one of your favorite channels and networks. This is no. I want to watch something else. What would you do? Would anybody believe you? It's like the first time your child talked back to you. What? Or the first time your child waved their hand at you. What? You don't, it becomes like you get them pre-superpowers and you get what? But as a person with a slight disability, I think it could do more for the people that have visual disabilities, as well as I think if you have any type of disability, I think technology can be used in your home and everyday life. But for the folks that can do every damn thing themselves, that utilize everything I just said, that's extra. But if I was still able to drive, would I want to drive today? I don't know. I miss driving. But if I had a autonomous vehicle, I'm cool with that. Why not? I've seen worse. What are your manual moments that you have, or manual moments that you miss as a whole out there? Because I think we're so locked up in this technology world. I mean, we're hooked. We're hooked on this world. And I'm not being selfish. I'm just as guilty as anyone. I mean, I lost all my TVs. Have the ability to do their thing as they should with the amount of money that TVs cost now. The laptop, the phone. But I wish there was an elevator here. I wish I had a robot, like a human robot. I mean, I wish I had a human robot chef. I would take one. Some things, hey, somebody else do it. All right, guys. I think that's enough for today. I'm still questioning Megan Fox and her movie roles that she's been taking. Her last 5 movies are pretty much the same to me, for sure. All right. Good Monday Night Football game last night. Sorry, Eagle Fly fans. The losses happened. And what's crazy, you know how that NFC East is. So all Dallas fans contacted all Eagles fans today and said to them, all that shit you were talking Sunday when we lost, you couldn't even handle Atlanta Monday night. And they blew a 28-3 lead to Tom Brady. Click. See, that's what fans do. But that's warranted. But what the Saints did in Dallas, they did a parade. Did you see the video? Did you see the video? Well, I would like to thank you again. And on behalf of our title sponsor, Certa Pro Painters, OKC, I would like to thank you. And tomorrow we have 2 amazing shows for you. Well, we finally get to do our very first podcast episode this year, because I had some issues. It was operator error, but we figured it out. But we're all back on track. So tomorrow we got 2 shows for you. We have Montez at midday, brought to you by Certa Pro Painters. You're on at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we also have our first recording of the new season of Who's to Blame the podcast. So tomorrow it's been an action-packed day, sports-fulfilled day, still trying to get to the track. If you're going to the track, holler at a brother. Can I ride? Can I ride? 2 for $5, 2 for $5. Until next time, I'll holler at you. There is no absolute, only in vodka. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. I'll holler at you. And we out of here. Boom, 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 boom.